This is her recipe. She created it, and she's going to show us how she's doing it. Okay, so I'll step on this side.
We have taken 5 apples, sliced them up about 1/4 of an inch thick, and now we're going to add a 1/2 tablespoon of lemon juice to the cut apples. That will stop the browning process, and it gives it a little flavor.
Doesn't make it sour or tart or anything.
You're really not gonna taste it. It's just a process to freshen up your apples, keep them from turning brown.
Yeah, brown apples are not appealing, are they?
No.
Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to wait. Let's see how simple that was with her apple core. Oh my goodness.
And these are a little thick, so you're going to want to cut them in half, and that'll be 1/4 of an inch.
Let's see how quick. Looky there. And you've already got the apples done.
And I'm probably going to add just a little bit more juice.
That's a lot of apples. It's going to be a big pie in it.
And you may not use all of them.
I think a pretty apple pie, though, is when it's kind of mounded up. But as it cooks, it's going to sink down.
And this one it'll mound up, but it'll sink down. And we've got some pretty fall decorations we're going to put on the top of it. All right, we're going to clean this up and come back and start building the pie.
Y'all. Okay. Oh, my goodness. These apples. And she's got that little bit of lemon juice on them. I'm going to move out of your way. But I just had to get my hands in it and stir it a little bit. You know me.
All right, now we're going to you can use a frozen pie crust. You can make homemade pie crust. I've done that. We're not doing that today. We're going to use the roll-out pie crust, which is the easiest thing to use.
And they're delicious. These store-bought pie crusts like that, they're really good. So it's a great shortcut. They're delicious, and you don't have to take the time to make your own.
And when you take it out of the fridge, you want it to sit for a second so it can soften up, because you do not want to stretch this. And it's going to go in a 9-inch pie plate.
So you just kind of hold it up and let it fall in place.
Pretty much.
Yeah, don't stretch it.
You're just going to push it down, not stretch it, and get it put in place. And then you're just going to set it to the side.
Now, okay, so what's next? This is Stephanie's pie.
We're going to take one orange
Excuse me.
and zest it into our apples.
But you be careful not to get down into that pith.
You just want the top. And this kind of adds it tastes like an apple cider. This is just a pie I come up with. It tastes just like apple cider.
I guess having that lemon and the orange, y'all, in it, and the apple would kind of make it that way.
And then I'm going to squeeze, not very much, because you don't want too much juice in this. Just a little bit of the orange juice when I get done.
Can you see how she's lightly running that orange across this microplane?
You don't want to get to where it starts getting too pale, because you've gotten into where it'll start getting bitter.
Oh, that orange smell is just filling up this kitchen. There's a lot of flavor in that zest. You get the oils and stuff out of the zest of the lemons and oranges and limes, and it just makes everything, it just adds to the flavor. Just hold that up there and let them see that zest that you've got in there.
Oh, that smells good.
Oh, I wish y'all could smell it. It does, doesn't it? Ooh. Okay, so we're going to put a little orange.
Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit because these apples are going to have a lot of moisture and you do not want a soggy pie.
So we don't need a lot of moisture. Okay, you cut off about, what, a fourth of that?
Yeah, and
orange,
maybe a
third
teaspoon
of it.
some orange juice.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to take 1/3 cup of white sugar and 1/3 cup of packed brown sugar.
Yeah, always pack your brown sugar. But I imagine the mixture of the white sugar and the brown sugar, I like to mix brown sugar in certain things. I do my pecan pies, I like to use white and brown sugar. Now this is light brown sugar. Does it matter if you have light or dark?
You can do whatever. There's no wrong way of doing it. This is a pie that I just come up with. I was just making an apple pie and I was like, I'm going to play with this. And this is what happened.
And that's how you do it, right? Looky there.
All right, now we are going to add 1/4 cup of flour, and that's going to be our thickener so we don't have a soggy pie. There is nothing worse than a soggy pie.
No. We want this pie to hold together. You don't want it dry, but you don't want it runny, liquid.
All right, now we're going to use 1 teaspoon of cinnamon.
With cinnamon again.
Another thing I've done with this pie is you can take just 1/4 teaspoon of cloves if you wanted to.
Really?
And add to it.
Could you use nutmeg?
You can use nutmeg.
If y'all could smell it now, everything it's all coming together and it is smelling like an apple
tablespoon
pie.
of melted butter.
Tablespoon of melted butter coming up.
And we're going to use 1 tablespoon of vanilla.
And this butter has gotten soft, so it shouldn't take long to
Not
melt
a tablespoon, I said that wrong. A teaspoon of vanilla.
You know, I bet it wouldn't have hurt if it had been a tablespoon.
You cannot go wrong with vanilla, a good vanilla.
See, I usually just splash. I don't even measure vanilla.
And now you're just going to start mixing this up.
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
And just pour that on top.
And this is real butter.
1 tablespoon of butter.
What's your favorite pie for the holidays? Is it apple or pecan or a custard pie? Y'all let us know. We would really be interested in hearing from you, and share your recipes with us if you would like. And we just love hearing about them. We love the cooking.
And we love trying everybody else's recipes. I mean, these are our recipes. Y'all like trying them. We love trying other people's.
Yeah, send it to us, and maybe one day we...
And you're probably going to have more apples than what you need.
So what do you normally do if you have leftover apples? Do you like put them in a ramekin and just bake them and have baked apples?
That, or I will cut these up smaller and take some biscuit dough and make little mini fried pies.
Oh, that would be good. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, this mixture in a fried pie? Yes, ma'am. That is looking so pretty. You know, if you could see this pie plate of deliciousness here and smell it, oh, y'all have got to try this. Oh, yep, let's don't leave any of that goodie.
No, that's got all the zest and good stuff.
You know, this one looks like he's
He's
in the way.
Yeah, he's in the way.
I got, oh. that cinnamon and that orange and all. That just slapped me right in the face.
Oh, that doesn't let them get a peek at that.
Looky here. Can you see that? And all those little flakes of orange zest on it. Girl. As my son would say, her husband, that'd make you slap your mama.
All right, now we've got a second of these roll-out pie crusts. We're just gonna put it on top and crimp my fingers.
How about that?
And crimp the edges.
And we've got another one to roll out for the
for
pretty,
me to
don't we?
cut the leaves. And you can do this. You can make lattice with it if you want to. You can cut out little shapes and make your top crust however you want to. Just make sure you vent whatever, if you're using a whole pie crust, you want to vent, put your vent holes in it.
You do need to vent it to get the, to let that extra steam out, don't you?
Yes.
That is so pretty.
Again, do not stretch your pie crust. And we're going to have extra, and then we're going to cut that off the sides once we get it crimped.
You know it's homemade when you see, and to me, there's nothing better than making it homemade. It shows how much love you have for whoever you're serving it to. You took the time to make it for them, and you put that extra effort. It's just...
I need an egg white.
Okay.
Egg white. All right, so we got it crimped,
Okay.
and now we're going to cut our excess off.
Egg white, one egg coming up. Now you want the whole, you said egg white or?
Just egg white.
Just the white.
For the egg wash.
Okay, I'm gonna separate it over here. While you're doing that.
All right, so I had an extra, so I brought it for the leaves. And we're gonna use our pastry cutter. And this is what those cut out.
That's a pretty little maple leaf. Oh, how neat. So you can put them on the top, or you could put them around the crust.
We're going to put them around the crust.
Oh, you are going to put them around the crust.
Yes.
All right. And that egg wash, that egg white, that'll help them stick.
Not, but since this is going to be one of our Thanksgiving pies, your pies have to be, you got to dust them up a little bit, put some sparkle on them.
Oh, yeah. Now, do you come back and sprinkle a little sugar on top of the pie before you bake it?
I don't. You could. Sometimes I'll sprinkle cinnamon on top.
Oh, that would be good. Now, see, one extra pie crust, and you see how many of these little leaves she's getting.
And if you're like us at Thanksgiving and Christmas, we go and we will get cases of butter.
Oh, yeah.
All kinds of pie crust.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you don't know what you're going to end up doing.
No.
You could even, if you wanted to, you could stamp these out, and this could be your pie crust topping for another pie if you wanted to.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Wouldn't
You were
that be a
doing
pretty
a
pie?
cranberry pie or something like that.
Oh,
just put that on top.
Here's your egg white. I just did one. Is that all you needed?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we're going to take just an egg white and brush it over the top. That's going to make your pie crust really pop. It's going to make these little things stick.
Makes it brown prettier when you do that, doesn't it?
It just makes for a prettier pie.
Yeah.
And if you do pies, sometimes edges will get burnt, you can wrap those in a little bit of foil, and that will stop them from getting burnt, and you'll just remove that right before, maybe about 10-15 minutes before it gets done.
Make like a ring and put around it. I've seen these, you can buy the metal pie.
And I have one of those.
What do you call them? That'll cover up the crusts. Now let me ask you this. If you wanted to make this ahead of time, say Thanksgiving's next month, I've got extra time this weekend, I think I'll go ahead and make some pies. Could you make this ahead and freeze it at this point?
Yes.
Thaw it and then bake it?
You're gonna, yes, you want to, so you don't get freezer burn on it, you want to wrap it in like some press and seal and then wrap it in foil.
Oh, okay.
That way it keeps the freezer burn from.
Oh, okay. You'd probably keep it in the freezer, wouldn't you say, 2 or 3 months?
Oh, yeah.
And then that way, when it comes time for you to do your holiday baking, that's already done, and you don't have to say, oh, I've got to take time to make my pies. Oh, I just have to take it out of the freezer and let it thaw. I can't wait to get this baked and y'all see it. I can't wait to get this baked to smell it and eat it. Looky there, how pretty. Oh my goodness. Now that right there is picture worthy. Now what do you have your oven set on?
We're gonna put it on 375.
Okay. And when that gets preheated, we'll drop the. You could put those on a little pie. A little sheet. Coat them with some cinnamon sugar and bake them, couldn't you?
You could.
So you're not wasting them, and that give you a little crunch, something to eat while you're waiting on the pie to cook.
And so this is going to go 375, about 45 minutes. You want to make sure it's not burning, because nothing is worse than a burnt pie.
Now, do we need to put
All right.
Okay. I can't wait to get this baked. I want a piece. I want a bite of it. That is so pretty. And the oven's heated.
It is ready to go in.
So how long do you want to bake it for?
45 minutes.
45 minutes.
We'll check it in 45 minutes.
All right. We'll get this going. Get that pie out of the oven, and we're going to come back. The pie's ready. We have a beautiful apple pie. Oh, she will hold it up for you. Yeah. Can you see that gorgeous pie? See the coloring on it? I don't know if you can see the steam coming out of those vents that she put in it, but that is amazing. I'll move this out of your way. Now. Ooh, can we be like the little boy that steals the pie out of the window sill and just sit here and get a spoon and eat it?
Yes.
I don't know what else to say about it.
Well, let's eat.
Let's eat. Let's eat. All right, give us a little bit. We've got to let this cool because it's like lava hot. She literally just took it out of the oven. So we'll be back with you in a few minutes, and we're going to cut into this pie and give it a taste for you, okay? All right, Seema. We are back, and we're ready to cut this pie. Isn't that the most, I hate to cut into it, it's so pretty. But I'm going to because I want to taste it. It is beautiful. But it's screaming, I want to bite.
And you can smell the apple and the orange and the cinnamon.
You can, but they're not, they don't take over the taste of the pie. But you can smell it. I don't know if y'all could hear that crunch when I was just cutting through that pie crust. Are we ready? Good. Oh, let's don't lose. This will thicken up as it sets. It's still extremely hot. Looky there. Oh. Y'all have got to make this pie. You've just got to. There's no other way around it. Looky there. Is that not the most beautiful thing you've seen? And see the crust on this pie. Oh. You ready? I'm so excited.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you. She made a good pie. She deserved it. Oh my goodness. Guys, you've got to make her pie. You can taste the orange. But it doesn't take over the apple. You still get the apple. You've got the cinnamon and the brown sugar. You don't taste the lemon. All the lemon is there to keep the apples from turning brown. They will discolor a little bit, but there's enough orange flavor to give it just that freshness.
Just a hint.
But it does not. It's not overpowering. You still, the apple and cinnamon is right there in your face.
Yes.
What did we use? It was Red Delicious apples.
Red Delicious. I've used Gala apples. If you like the tartness, you can always use Granny Smith.
I wonder if like a Macintosh or a, what's the Pink Lady? Is that what they call them? Just, you want a sweeter apple, I would think.
And you can use whatever you want.
Yeah. It's your pie. Would you make it? Good. We're going to go finish our pie. We might have to make us a cup of coffee.
Oh, a cup
to
of coffee.
go with it. Get you a cup of coffee, hot cup of coffee, a glass of milk, a cup of tea, whatever you like, and make you a piece pie today and have you a nice big piece for dessert. So we'll see him again soon. And we've got a lot of good things coming up. She's got a schedule for several things, and we're not done with our holiday videos, so y'all stay with us, okay? And she'll be with me some more. So I'll see you again soon. Bye, everybody.